Okay.
What should I do? There's a thing I can click on that says, what should I, when multiple Riverside tabs are open on the same
What should
browser?
I do?
It can
Chat with
cause
support.
issues during the recording. Please close other tabs.
Okay,
No,
like
it's
I
fine.
don't know
It's fine.
how.
It's fine. We didn't do it last time. You just need better tab hygiene.
Oh, my tab hygiene is the worst. Wait,
Yeah.
do I? Wait, it has 2 tabs open in this browser. Is that okay? Because it's telling me don't close this one. It says please keep this tab open until the upload is done.
Oh, you can close it because I assume that's from last week, which is already.
I don't think it is. I think it's gonna get me out of here. Wait, did it? No, I'm
No,
still here.
you're
I guess,
still
so.
here.
All right, maybe that was it. Maybe that
You
was
just
it.
ruined the episode that came out last week. It's gonna disappear like
Is it bad?
Marty McFly. And
Oh my god! Could you imagine
to
a
the
week
Future.
later it's not done?
It's just not. It's only me. All your stuff just like disappears. That
Because it's actual
Might
film. They just cut it up. They gotta cut it up.
right. Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole team of people that have to. We record this podcast on film because I'm a purist.
Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Wycheck. Dyson's gonna go all the way. The 3-2 for the winner.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
That's caught by Des Bryant.
I need as few barriers to recording as possible. Like if I had to go to the library every single
As you
time.
can see, I'm in the library. That's what I was
If
gonna
I
say.
couldn't just like walk into a room I'm in most of the time anyway, admiring my helmets, obviously. That's what I do when I'm not recording.
That is what you do.
If it wasn't in this room, this would never happen. So I commend you for going to a library every week for
I got all this
what?
equipment too. I'm
We did
bringing all
this
this equipment. How many?
20
What episode is this for with me?
Oh, I don't know. But this is like
Okay.
the Super Bowl is like week or 18 weeks in the regular season. Then you got the wild card divisional
You took a bye week from me.
conference championship.
Yeah.
Five, it's 5, and then the bye before the Super Bowl, and then the Super Bowl. 18 plus 5 is 23.
23. Am I on half of your podcasts? Something
You're
like
more
that?
than half, I think. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna substitute for you last week. I had a
We
whole
thought about
I had a whole stream of consciousness.
I
on
told
it.
you to do it, and you didn't do it.
Well, you told me to do it. Like you're like, hey, you can do it. It was like nighttime.
Do you not have a
What
voice
was-
at nighttime?
I don't.
Well, I've had
It was
quite
going
a
on with
week.
you. Yeah.
It's been great. It's been really good. It's been really a dream Super Bowl week. So you and I were planning to
sitting.
record.
You're not curled up in a ball.
Yes, that is
Could be,
improving.
it could be worse.
So, a couple weeks ago, we talked about my crippling phobia of vomiting. right?
Vomit.
Yeah, just the whole concept of it.
You're not.
and so
You're not afraid of pooping. It's just when it comes out the other end, you're terrified.
I wouldn't 100% co-sign what you just said, but
Okay.
so we last recorded the day of the Pro Bowl, right? So everyone remembers what day that was.
Man. It was
The
like
night
a
before
Thursday.
No, it was a
Was
Tuesday.
it Friday?
It was a Tuesday.
Tuesday?
It was an even weirder day for a football game.
It was before the Pro Bowl.
It was the day of it, though.
Day of the Pro Bowl. Oh yeah, because honors was on Thursday, so it was Tuesday. Got it.
Yes. Yeah, so the night before that, our daughter had gotten sick in her room. So I was like fighting off a panic attack pretty much that whole day, even while we were recording. So it was kind of like I kind of liken it to like the Jordan flu game,
How was your flu
except
game?
instead of actually being sick, I was just like afraid of being sick.
Nice.
So we're pretty much the same, me and Mike.
Honestly,
But then that all passed. We were she got better eventually. We're feeling pretty good. You and I were going to record on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Friday comes.
We were going to do all the props bets.
We're going to do all the prop bets. It was going to be the best show.
Honestly, that would have been a sweet show.
It was going to be incredible. I mean, it's lost to time forever, but it was going to be great.
Total stream of consciousness show.
Yeah, my son's daycare calls me in the morning. It's like, hey, puked all over our floor, so gotta come get him. He needs to come to your house to do that on your floors.
Take him out of here.
Yeah.
In all fairness, if you were the teacher, you would be like, please get your son.
I mean, that's why I'm not a teacher.
Just that reason.
I don't need to
Can't
be around
deal
other
with kids throw up.
I couldn't deal with my kids doing it. So like, I'm happy to admit, not happy. I don't have a problem admitting.
Your film just popped in my head of you taking care of the kids. And I just realized that was actually Colleen this weekend.
Not the whole weekend.
Not the whole weekend. Okay.
So we bring him home. Luckily, our daughter's back at school. We bring him home. He does that a bunch more times.
Oh no.
I tried to put myself into a coma. Not really. That's a bad joke. I'm gonna talk back. That I tried to go to sleep.
Do you want to make a 9/11
for the
comp?
weekend? I tried to go to sleep for the weekend. And thank God I'm gonna big shout out to a friend of the show, Colleen, my wife, for doing that. Just taking over. And she took. I did not even see vomit for that whole time. Somehow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. And she's not thrilled about it. Like she's not thrilled about vomit.
Good
like
God,
she's.
no.
It's not a thing that. It's like one of your early things that you guys bonded over.
It is the. I mean, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. I'm not even kidding. So thank you.
See, I get to learn about parenting through you and Colleen.
I'm sorry.
No, this is a great example. You guys are great examples. No, but I always tell people, I remember when was it Elliot started going to preschool? And within a month, you guys got COVID, flu, what the rhinovirus. I'm like, what is going on?
No, yeah.
You got 3 things.
Within his first 2 weeks, he had both RSV and the flu. And a lot of people don't even know what RSV is until you have a young kid, because they get it immediately, and it's can be really serious. No, it sucks, but it's nice. Oof. You get lots of hugs and lots of I love Daddy. Show me the Seahawks old logo. I mean,
does he say that? That's wild.
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of become a nightly tradition. He goes, because he's just trying to delay to bedtime as much as he can, and he knows how to get me. He's just like, "Can you show me the old logos?" I'm like,
"You're of course,
yes, I can, absolutely. What team you want, son?"
This is before the merger.
Yes. Look, they had an actual man riding a lion.
Oh my god!
On their logo.
That's wild.
Yeah. Why, yes, that is Sourdough Sam firing a gun. That was the 49ers logo. So
you got to watch. You got to watch the Super Bowl. Then you watched the whole thing. You watched the whole thing from start to finish.
I feel like you're trying to paint me into a corner here.
What is
yes,
who
I
would
watched,
miss this? First of all, I think every year, who misses the Super Bowl? Don't you think this every year? This is an annual thought for me.
Well, oh yeah. Well, then, my daughter had a classmate's birthday party on Super Bowl Sunday that ended at 7 p.m. Which is if you're gonna have a birthday party for your kid on Super Bowl Sunday,
it's got to end before 6.
It's got to end
5:30, 5
at the latest. I mean, it probably has to end. Well, yeah,
3,
5 at the latest. 5 at the latest. 7. And at 7. So I was speculating.
7.
I was speculating with Colleen. I'm like, maybe they don't know about football. They must not be subscribed to Derek Lake Sports. So they haven't heard about football yet. And she was like, yeah, probably. And I was like, how has no one like mentioned it? And I was like, oh, they'll probably be
Well,
like embarrassed once they realize
It
it.
can't be the first year, right?
That's
I mean,
true.
It could be, I guess, but
It was the 8th. This is this kid's eighth birthday? I don't know how old kids are.
At least got to be the second year.
But no, it turns out one of their like siblings works for the Patriots. Not only works for an NFL team, works for one of the NFL teams
in the
playing
Super Bowl?
in the Super Bowl. So I was like, well, then what are... Anyway.
What are we doing?
Let me know your thoughts.
Did they give you an explanation?
No.
Are they watching the game? Like when you got there, were they watching the game?
Colleen, again, she dropped her off and picked her up. I sound exactly. This is a perfect glimpse, honestly. And then I watched the first half, and then I watched Kid Rock, and then I watched the second half, as I assume most of America did.
Yeah, of course. The American halftime show. I watched that, of course.
The real American halftime show.
Is that what they call it? The real American halftime
something
show?
like that. Not the one.
This is the one where the guy was lip syncing, right? Kid Rock was lip syncing in this one.
I don't know.
He said the sync was off.
He said he wasn't lip syncing. I think he came out today and said, I don't know.
He was lip syncing.
Do you know who
and he wasn't good at it.
Do you know who the most streamed artist in the United States was in 2025?
Taylor?
It was Bad Bunny.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say Bad Bunny, but I thought you were trying to trick me.
He's the most popular artist. Like, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is such a fringe choice."
Also, I'm a little offended people don't know Puerto Rico is part of the United States here. We've acquired this.
Yeah.
Just like Greenland.
I mean, that's not a thing I learned in school, to be honest. Oh, I heard you say that.
Well, one of my good friends growing up, like, his mom is from Puerto Rico. Like, they go and visit their family there and stuff like that. So maybe that's how I knew. But I thought that was
I definitely didn't learn it in
sort
school.
of thing.
I didn't learn like their citizenship status, which is they are full American citizens.
Yeah. Don't you guys see like on those things that you fill out like contiguous United States, and then there's a separate column for like Alaska and Puerto Rico and stuff
Not
like
for
that?
Alaska.
Sometimes there's stuff.
I would say
Alaska.
Alaska's a state, though. I think that's where
it's
it gets
a state,
confusing,
but like
sometimes it's not one of the states. We got to keep it. We got to keep it an even number.
That's probably.
This is the longest period of time in American history that we haven't added a new state.
That's why we're doing it.
Fun fact.
That's why we're doing it.
Well, no, we shall see. Anyway, I did miss the halftime show. I watched it right before we started recording at 2 times speed because I forgot to watch it earlier.
Should we get into the half? Wait, so you didn't actually miss the halftime show? Wait, why did you miss?
Yeah, so
did you actually tune into the real American halftime?
No, I didn't.
Show?
No, I didn't.
I
was putting my son to bed, and it was masterful, if I do say so myself, because I took him upstairs.
You were able to do it within the 13 minutes of Bad Bunny?
I didn't even miss a 3 and out. That's incredible. Because it was more than 15 minutes. The show itself was like 14, and then like the talking on either side of it was like 10.
Commercials, yeah.
But no, I took him upstairs, got him in his pajamas, put him in bed. He was asleep.
Wow.
Long story. We have to stay in his room until he falls asleep because one time I did it like a year ago when he was sick, and now we have to do it all the time. This is really becoming a parenting podcast. Derek likes his kids. Anyway,
we think.
I sat there with him the whole time. He fell asleep. I come out of the room, and I get to see the Patriots fail on 3rd down and do a punt. I missed 2 plays.
Nice.
So
that's a big accountment.
It was great. It was great.
That was the flu game.
That's got to be the most viewed wedding of all time.
Oh, the wedding. Okay, I was gonna say yes. It was the most viewed halftime show of all.
Do you
time.
think more people? You can probably find the answer to this. I wonder if more people saw those 2 people get married than saw Prince William and Kate.
I would.
A lot of people watched that though.
This was 142 million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
Is that real? Is that a real number? I mean,
that's a real number. Yeah. That's a real number. I mean,
a crazy number.
if it's not a real number, it's only getting compared to also not real numbers. So it's the same as it's all. You know what I mean? The
Do you know
rating.
19 of the 20 most viewed television events of
Oh,
all
it's all
time?
Super Bowls.
19
Yeah.
or 20 are. Do you know what the one?
It's like the MASH. It's like MASH.
You got it.
Yeah,
You got
I know
it.
this.
You nailed it.
Bob
The
Thompson.
MASH finale.
Can I tell you a Super Bowl story? This was a story I was going to tell you the other day. And it was like one day, it was the day before the Super Bowl, and I was like, I had a deadline, and it was like 1 a.m. and I'm like, or 2 a.m. or something. It's like I'm like delirious trying to finish this thing and submit like a deadline thing. And all of a sudden, I start hearing Bob Thompson's voice. Bob Thompson is one of our old professors.
Legendary.
Incredible.
Like no joke, like the world's leading scholar in television.
Yeah.
Because he like invented the study
His
of television.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Bob Thompson. If he didn't work at Syracuse and get paid by them, he would still be doing this. Like, this is just in him.
Yeah.
This is who he is. He's watched every television show possible, and he knows everything about it.
And he watches it,
And
he
he's
doesn't
the
just
most
like watch it.
What's the thing? It's like he's the most quoted man on television or something.
Yeah. He doesn't just like watch it.
He'll
He'll find someone who like taped it with a VCR in 1983, and he'll watch that version of it so that he sees the contemporary commercials that go with it.
But I started hearing Bob Thompson's voice. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I turn around. They're doing a whole thing on halftime shows. It was like it was on CBS. So they were doing a whole thing of like the history of halftime shows, and he's just like going through it. It was fantastic.
That's great. Yeah, look him up.
You should have him on the podcast.
He's a fun hang. He doesn't. I mean, I'd love to. He almost certainly does not remember who I am.
Definitely, this
if he
would be
did,
educational.
I don't know. If he did,
I think he would remember who I
be.
am because I got in trouble with him.
I interviewed him for a documentary.
And then we became friends. What? You interviewed him for a documentary?
Yeah.
Nice. He kicked me out of class for falling asleep.
He kicked you out of class?
I fell asleep. And it was the class where he's like, don't make me kick you out of class.
What were you watching?
If you fall asleep. We were listening to music, man. We were listening to music. Betsy Smith. We were listening to like all stuff that I like, but I had stayed up all night, like finishing another deadline.
Rough.
I was still working when I was in school there, and I fell asleep. Like I could not stay up. But then I went to his office afterwards, and I talked to him. I told him what I was working on, and we became great friends.
Are you you're still friends with him?
I haven't.
Could you shoot him an email?
I could shoot him an email, and I think
he would be like, "Oh yeah, that guy. I kicked him out of class. He fell asleep during the showtime at the Apollo."
Because then I would visit him, and then remember when we were filming stuff in the in school there, like I showed him like one of the episodes, maybe one of the episodes that you edited for me.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think I could email him and he'd be like, "Yeah, I remember this kid."
Yeah, let's get him on here. That would be fun. He's a yeah. Let's call him right now.
It would be insightful.
Send him the link.
Get on. Wait,
yeah.
Professor Thompson.
First let me catch you up
right now.
Let me catch you up on my kids. So would you? Now you watched it with people. You said.
It was the first time. It was the
Super
first.
Bowl
It was the first
with
time
other human beings.
It's the first time in my life that I've not watched the Super Bowl alone. Well, actually, that's not true. I've watched it with my nephew before, so it's the first time I didn't watch it with family. And that counts. Yeah. It was the first time I didn't watch it with blood relatives.
Okay. Now we're talking.
But it was good. You know why this was the perfect Super Bowl for me to not watch by myself how I normally watch is because
you'd already taken your ball and left when the Bills
I've
lost.
taken my ball and left, and this is the Super Bowl that I could not care less about this game. Yeah,
that's the worst.
It was really good. I filled out the what's it called? The props bet sheet.
Oh yeah,
and that was fun.
I
did it. Here's the thing: the deadline for the props bet sheet was 5:30 on Sunday. And I started the props bet sheet at 5:19.
Oh my God.
So I did it in 8 minutes and submitted it. Can I tell you some of the things I really screwed up? Like I went under on 6.5 punts, which is wild. If I thought about that for a second, I shouldn't have
more
done
than
that. Yeah, the Patriots
by
have more than that.
themselves.
I knew it was going to be a ton of possessions. Like, I don't know why I went under on that. And then the other thing is I went under on Kenneth Walker. That was a bad.
I mean, that's not
honestly,
terrible.
no, it was 73.5 though. I was like, I should
I mean,
have.
the Patriots, in theory, like have
Some
a good
of the other stuff
run
I'm
defense.
good with. I think I went over on Diggs' numbers, like 5.5. Like, he should have 5 catches. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, come on. So
Matt Collins hit the over on like one play, 1 or 2 plays.
I don't think this was on the sheet. Otherwise, I definitely would have gone over on Mac too. I picked Darnold for MVP, and I think that's a safe pick. I think that's why I did that. That was fine. Yeah, I went under on the first quarter points. That was correct, and then I went over on the fourth quarter points. That was correct. Yeah, but some of the stuff, I'm just not happy with a couple of the things. I was like, yeah, come on, what were you doing? If I just had like
that punts
gave
one's really going to live with you.
The punts
Imagine
one
going
is killing
under
me.
on the first half points and under on the punts for the game.
Horrible.
Man. So you've learned nothing since being in Bob Thompson's class and staying up late to meet a deadline. That's
ridiculous.
That's good to hear.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. What'd you think of the what'd you think of the football game?
Okay, you want football game? So
that's ostensibly what we're here to talk about.
I think do you want me to bash the Patriots? Or you want to give me? You want me to give you some? You want me to give the Seahawks some credit? Listen, are the Patriots who I thought they were? Yeah. Are they who you thought? Someone,
all right, Denny Green.
Someone on this channel thought the Patriots were going to win this game. That's a wild take. This is a crazy take. I can't believe it.
Who?
Did you not publish the last episode when you're like the Patriots? You picked the Patriots.
Wait, let me look at the.
Are you still leading that with the
the
Raiders?
Just let me pull up the sheet.
Oh no! Did you?
No, I picked the Seahawks 29-13.
No, okay.
What was the? Oh, that was the score. Wow. I don't know. I just had a feeling.
I can't. Remember how outraged I was last week, and you were so annoyed that I was outraged.
No, you know what it was?
This is why.
Yeah.
They're just not the same level of team. Like, it's not even close. These stupid Patriots went the whole year living, breathing. They're like little termites off of everybody else's mistakes.
I think when you close that tab, that other Riverside tab, it like, I don't know, flipped you into a different like timeline, because I mean, it says right here I picked the Seahawks
this is
to win by the exact score that the game was. So
Nostradamus. Listen, they're a bunch of termites. They lived off of the other team's mistake all year. And the Seahawks were pretty keen on not giving it, even though Darnold had a few throws early that were like, ooh, close, But he actually did a good job of like avoiding some of the sacks. He missed on a few plays, otherwise this would have been really over.
So like usually with a Super Bowl, you have like a fan base that's ecstatic and another one that's like devastated. And the comparison I'm going to make, I'm wearing a Stranger Things shirt. It's the Stranger Things like NFL shirt. It's it's a very weird shirt. It's also the old NFL shield. You can tell because it has too many stars. Anyway, a big criticism. Man. Okay. Minor spoilers for Stranger Things. Do you care? You don't care. You don't care. You're not going to watch it. Minor spoilers. Skip like a minute or whatever if you haven't watched it. The final episodes, like none of the main characters die. Like everyone just kind of survives, and that's been like a criticism of it. That's kind of what this NFL season felt like. We didn't like see a team like because the Patriots fan base. Do you think they're like bummed out about this? No,
they're a year ahead.
They weren't supposed to be there.
They're ahead of schedule.
They can now. They're free. They're free.
But it's not.
It's almost better than. I mean, it's not. But it's almost better than if they had like won in like a really cheap way. Like Sam Darnold gets hurt on the first play, and then they beat like Drew
I
Lock
wouldn't have been
like,
surprised. That was the only thing I was worried about.
So,
There's some dumb luck was going to happen in this game, and these guys were going to weasel their way into a championship. Would have been sickening.
It's so like we almost got we didn't get like. No, the Chiefs last year, despite the fact they had won, 3, that was a devastating loss. They got embarrassed they couldn't do the three-peat, which no one had ever done.
You know, can I just say something about this? Because it feels like we're such a prisoner of the moment. Like, on the broadcast, Collinsworth, like, they were like, this is one of the great defensive performances that we've seen in a Super Bowl. And it was very good, but we just saw one last year that was pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? That was more impressive to me than this.
Similar. I even saw people...
I know who the Patriots are. Like, you know.
People were even making the same joke that they did last year. Last year, the joke was that Kendrick Lamar traveled more yards than the Chiefs offense, and this year the joke was that Bad Bunny traveled more yards than the Patriots offense.
Yeah.
So it was similar in that way, and the Patriots didn't score until the fourth quarter, and then they almost
listen. It was 12-0, and you felt like this is basically over. Like I felt like it's 12-0. I was like, okay, guys, I was just rooting for the Seahawks to not get so conservative. And I think that McDonald truly must have felt like, hey, the only way they're going to win this is if we screw it up. So there was a few third downs. They ran the ball.
And there were a couple moments where things could, that first drive, the Patriots defensive backs were jumping every route. Yeah. And one of them, if the throw isn't perfect, it's a pick six. And Darnold it was just a perfect throw. So
and that was like one of the early moments where you're like trying to wonder, because we've always had Darnold. Darnold's great. Darnold has a horrible game. We've never had like a Darnold in between sort of game, and it was one of those moments where you're like, oh, okay, he's got to be careful. Mm-hmm. That could one of those things turns the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
they didn't turn the ball over the whole playoffs.
And not only that, like he got out of a few sacks. Like he didn't make that throw to Njigba where he got out.
Yeah.
And then so he missed like capitalizing on some of them, but he got out of the negative aspect of the play. Mm-hmm. And there's like 3 or 4 of them where like Milton Williams, I think, has him dead to right. There were a couple times they were close to getting like a strip sack, and he just played really well in the pocket, and then they took care of the ball. That's all they had to do was take care of the ball. And if CJ Stroud plays like that, the Patriots don't even make it here, because I think the Texans probably beat him, because that was always the way. Yeah,
to beat.
And it turns out the
Broncos lost because of one turnover.
The snow didn't make the Patriots offense bad.
Well, Drake May had a very good game. Let's look at. I pulled up some statistics here. Just let me compare. Let me show you this. Because look at his stat line: 27 of 43, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's 2 touchdowns. That's in one game. And
wait,
the Super Bowl.
Is this Super Bowl?
Yeah, that was Sunday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's a pretty great.
This is why
line.
You can't go by stats. You got to watch the game.
I decided to try to compare him to another Hall of Famer that had played in Super Bowls. So I pulled up Jim Kelly.
What are you gonna
do? And fun fact, Drake May now has as many career touchdown passes in a Super Bowl as Jim Kelly.
This is horrible. Why would you do such a thing? The Super Bowls were bad for this team, but they went to 4 of them.
Yeah,
the Patriots
2 touchdowns in 4 games.
The Patriots are not getting back next year.
Some players that have more career touchdown passes
so much. Oh my goodness!
Some players that have more career touchdown passes in the Super Bowl.
This is going to derail the show.
Nick Foles. Nick Foles has
Nick
3.
Foles had a great Super Bowl.
Jawan Johnson has, 1 less than Jim Kelly, so that's something. Who else? Antoine Randall.
Wild.
Antoine Randall, he has 1 less.
This is awful.
So this is the stat I've been
saying.
Jim
Kelly went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
I have been sitting on this.
This is horrible.
For a month.
Yeah, they didn't play well in those Super Bowls. We know that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, listen, that first one was closer to the deal.
I'm just messing with you.
Here's the thing about the Patriots, though.
I knew this would get under your skin, that Drake May has as many Super Bowl touchdown passes as Jim Kelly.
Inflation.
I know that's eating at you, and you're going to think about this again later.
Oh my God, Jim threw it for 58 times in that blowout against the Cowboys.
No, that was
wild.
The second one was a close.
Oh no, that's Washington, huh?
Yeah, that's Washington. It was 37-24. If he doesn't throw those picks, I don't know. That was their
Yikes.
close. I mean, besides
No,
the Giants one.
the Giants one was the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should have won that one.
But can I just say about this game, it was like the Seahawks understood the game script, and they were just like, we're not giving you guys the stupid mistake. And it was a little bit bugging me because I was just like, come on, put them away. Like, because even at 12-0, you're just like, they could get lucky into a play, which is what they've done all year. They get luck into one play and they're back in the game. And you really don't want to mess around like that. Like, I just think you should be aggressive in finishing it. Mike McDonald is very good, and I appreciate his confidence in the defense. And boy, Will Campbell, you see the stats on, speaking of stats, you see some of the Will Campbell stats?
Yeah.
Like 14 pressures he gave up.
He was horrible the entire playoffs.
The guard next to him gave up 7. So between them, the left side
Both
of that
rookies.
line gave up 21 pressures.
Both rookies.
It's tough. It's really tough.
Oh yeah,
But-
it's kind of they're kind of leaking out that like Campbell was more injured than they let on, and like,
I mean, of
Drake
course
May was
they're
more
gonna
injured
say,
than let. No, I know
okay,
it's like
I don't
they
care.
played like
You
ass.
lost the Super Bowl, dude. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what like. Who cares? It's not about saving face at this point. I will say, I think like for McDonald to just be like, hey, we haven't really blitzed Witherspoon all year.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring him in this game as much as we have the totality of the whole season, because we have assessed your left side of your offensive line, and we do not think you can block this. I mean, it's really pretty awesome. Like, honestly, I really appreciate that level of football.
Do you know who the offensive line coach for the Patriots is?
I don't know. It's not Dante Scarnecchia, though. It
It's,
used to be.
It's Doug Marrone.
Oh yeah, makes total sense.
He was playing the long game.
Oh my
I think this was his.
It's Doug Marrone.
It's Doug Marrone. Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Not
What a
great,
full
not
circle
great.
moment. We've done
But
this. We've
that's
done
it,
it.
Last year they legitimately had the worst offensive line I've ever seen, and this year it was better. And
It was better.
Hopefully, I mean, they're both rookies. The tackle on the guard.
Yeah, but I do. Here's the thing about the NFL: when they see blood in the water like that, he's gonna get blitzed like that every game until he can stop it. Like, it's
think
just
what
the
they
way
need
it's
to
gonna
do
be. He might move
is-
the guard, honestly.
Every time May throws in practice, he just needs to have Will Campbell like
In
up
his
against
lap?
him, like they're in the club. Like,
grinding. on
yeah,
Will
that's
Campbell's
just
back.
how Drake May is going to have to learn how to throw.
Listen, I mean, the criticism coming out of the draft was the arm length.
The arms,
So,
yeah, T-Rex.
that's sort of rough. I mean, and everybody's the other thing is listen, what I thought really sort of happened in this game, and I didn't have respect for the Patriots beforehand, but I'm also not like the person who's gonna I think some of the bashing of Drake May is really unreasonable. Like, as a second year
really
quarterback, he's fine. He is who I think he is. I don't think, I did say I would vote for him for the MVP just because
which was
he did
let's
more
let's
than
talk about that,
Stafford.
because I don't understand.
Pretty close.
Your take on that at all.
It's because
And I think
of
it aged
how
horrifically.
No, I don't think so, because it's not a postseason award.
Okay, but
It ends in the regular season. No.
Sure,
no.
you can
don't
say
get
that.
to- It is. Because
Even
you
then,
vote
though,
for it before the Super Bowl. You vote for
Stafford was better in the regular season.
Stafford has way more help than this kid has. So here's the thing. The reason I do that is because I put a lot on value. For me,
You
what value
like that
means.
argument because
Yeah. I have to be consistent. I've made that for Josh.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're dug in on that.
No, it's not.
It's
It's a
because you've had to
value
make that
argument. It is so I'm consistent. So I'm
Did
just
you
saying.
see? Did you see what the voting results were? It's kind of been. I mean,
yeah, I did,
with-
and it
with
was
the
like
Justin
one
Herbert.
vote off because somebody gave it to Herbert. Which
So-
honestly, I don't hate. I don't hate a Herbert vote. I mean, to think he's first
Sure.
is wild.
I think they got it right. I think it was Stafford. And can I just tell you,
Stafford had the best year.
I think the way it's like perfectly encapsulated is if you look at what the Seahawks defense did against everyone they played, and then you look at what they did against Matthew Stafford, it's insane.
Yeah, but here's why. It's not just Stafford. It's McVay. 1. It's Puka Nakua. 2. It's Devontae Adams. 3. If exactly your point, if you think if it was just Stafford, he'd be doing that to them. No, they'd keep him to 14 points too. I'm saying he has such a strong supporting cast.
I think your real take though, is that the NFL MVP should have been the schedule makers for the New England Patriots. Because I think you actually believe that Drake May is inflated this year because he didn't play as good of competition.
No.
Yes, I feel like you're playing both sides there a little bit.
No. Here's what I think. The Patriots benefited from the schedule. Luckiest team I've ever seen. 100% agree. 100% agree with that. Now at the end of the season, you have to just assess this guy versus this guy. And I would say that May, I don't think he's a better player than Stafford. If it's like who's the best player in the league, I think Josh is the best player in the league. If it's like who is most valuable to their team, like I just don't think May has the help that anybody, like I just don't think he has the help, like because his receivers are like Bill's receiver. Like I mean, Diggs had some good games, but it's like Diggs and Mac Hollins and Booty, and I felt like May threw it well deep. I mean, yeah, he got Diggs 1,000 yards. That's pretty good. Like he had a good year, and the schedule is what it was. He took them to first place in the division. The Rams did not get to first place in their division. So, like those are, I think, legitimate things. It's like the help that Stafford has from his head coach being one of the best play callers and play designers in the league to 2 legit number 1 receivers to a good running game. Like, I just think that's why. That's really why. And I'm not saying it's not close. It's close.
I really hate that argument again because it's been used against Stafford his whole career. It's like,
no,
he had Calvin Johnson.
No one's ever considered Stafford for MVP. This is the first year.
No, I know. No, I'm saying like he's been diminished.
Never considered him.
No.
At this level.
I think he's been diminished because people are always like, oh, well, he had Calvin Johnson, and like, oh, well, he had Cooper Kupp, and it's like, oh, well, he had Puka Nakua. Oh, well, he had Sean McVay. It's like, no, well, they also have Matthew Stafford. So part of the reason you think they're so good has to do with who their quarterback is, because they're not doing anything if their quarterback's not good.
You got to divide Stafford's career into 2 parts: Detroit and the Rams. So in Detroit, why he didn't get the respect is because they didn't win. So they were just like, if you're so good, like win a game in the playoffs. Like they just couldn't win like any playoff game.
When he was drafted, that team was 0-16 the year before.
Okay.
And by the time he left, they had a couple playoff appearances. Like,
yeah, but that's why he wasn't getting the love of the elite guys.
I know.
That's really it.
Like, the other one hates him.
Like he's been inflated now that he's won.
Can I give you the flip? Can I give you the inverse of this?
Yeah.
When Kirk Cousins left the Vikings, everyone was there was a lot of like, oh, well, Justin Jefferson's obviously going to suffer from this. Like he's not going to be as effective and not going to have the same. People were saying this, because Sam Darnold was going to be the quarterback.
Darnold's pretty good,
but it was used as a way to kind of like say that I don't know. It feels like it takes credit away from one or the other in that case.
But here's the thing: we just talked about the environment, like the plant analogy that I made. This is a perfect environment for a quarterback. Look, they could get Darnold in here. Darnold would, I think, have very similar years. So it's like, I think that's why. That's why I'm doing it.
So then, Josh Allen should win the MVP then.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. He has trash all around him.
And then maybe Justin Herbert should have won the MVP. Maybe
Trevor Lawrence. Not Trevor. We're splicing hairs here. Like, we agree that this year should not have had an MVP.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're down to this pathetic argument. We're down to these scrubs, okay?
Matthew Stafford, he had 4,700. He had 4,700 passing yards and 46 touchdowns.
I know, and as good as he was,
8 interceptions.
If Josh didn't bungle a handful of games, he probably would have won it.
It was an unbelievable season for Matthew Stafford.
It was a very good season.
46 touchdown passes.
He's great. He no-look passes, touchdowns better than anybody I've ever
Where does that rank in NFL history for a single season?
Probably like 10th.
I don't think so.
Probably like 8th. I'm going to say 8th. 8th is my final answer.
8th is your final answer. It is.
Is it 6th?
It's tied for 7th. So
pretty
8th.
Close.
I did have some. I had some
okay,
Super
we got
Bowl
off on a
trivia for you.
tangent there. That was
No,
not
it's okay. Whatever. It's like Tuesday after the Super Bowl. I don't think anyone cares about the actual game
we
anymore.
care about the game.
I don't.
Wait,
can I tell you an interesting little oddity? So the record coming in for field goals in a Super Bowl was 4.
Yeah. I went under on the field goals.
And Myers had
decisions.
Myers had 5. He's the first kicker to ever have 5 field goals in a Super Bowl. The last 3 years have had a kicker with 4 or more. So Butker had 4, and 2 years ago, Jake Elliott had 4 last year, and Myers had 5 this year. So, and that's like the top of the leaderboard all time.
Can I give you another stat? So remember how last week I was like, I think a real advantage for the Patriots is having Josh McDaniels as offensive coordinator.
How do you feel about that take now?
No, I really think it was a solid take. I really think it's a good take. But I will say, in 7 Super Bowls, he's scored 3 points in the first quarter. That's with Tom Brady and now Drake May. With Tom Brady.
McDonald's being compared a lot to. I've heard him called like the Sean McVay of defense.
Yeah,
because they're running a scheme that no one else does.
Well, Minter's going to do it. Minter did it at the Chargers, and he's going to do it for Baltimore. But can I say, like, there's one thing that bugs me about this whole thing is, like, all of the, like, the national media is such, and obviously we know this, they're such, like, prisoners of the moment. And I think, like, I'm a big McDonald fan, and I think what he does is fantastic, and his game plan was awesome. I just don't like, and I know they're like, he's the first defensive coach to win the Super Bowl as the play caller. And like, I guess maybe that's technically true, but it just feels like a little bit of another slight to Bill Belichick. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on,
no, I mean, it is true.
Like, okay.
How meaningful it is, I don't know.
Come on.
Well, because head coaches, there haven't been that many head coaches that called the defensive plays. Like, throughout.
He's in
it's
on
a relatively
every
new
defensive situation.
But he didn't call he wasn't the play caller.
Well,
that is
know?
true.
I'm sure he called some of those plays.
He
in
probably
the Super
did, but he's
Bowls.
not the designate. Like, he's not known as the play. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe
man.
it is a dig
it
at
is
Belichick.
A dig at Belichick. Where do you get it to
That's
like
fine.
7 Super Bowls and be like, we've never seen a defensive
That's fine.
head coach?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing? It's just silly. In terms of the coaching matchup, what did you think about Vrabel? Because I know you like to get into some of these decisions too. Did you in the moment, did you think any of his decisions were just like egregious?
There was one that was egregious.
There was one.
Yeah, he didn't go for 2.
Yeah,
like what? There's no argument for not going for 2.
Literally, me
watching
touchdown. It, I'm like, what are we doing?
No argument.
Yeah,
I think he just forgot.
Like,
what
are we doing?
There's no.
We want to be
maybe,
up. We want to be
honestly,
down 12.
But you know what it was? They scored.
No, it didn't cost them the game. Obviously,
no, I know. They scored so fast on that drive. It was like 2 big plays. There was a streak. The streaker was in between those 2 plays, or like the person on the field. Like, there was so much mayhem happening. They scored in 2 plays. It was the first time they'd moved the ball all night. I don't think before that he was thinking, I'm going to have to make a 2-point call here in a second. You know, I think they were just
if he scored a touchdown. I mean, what are we doing? Why are we down? Why are we okay down 12? I get it. Like, sometimes if you score a touchdown and you don't get that 7th point, you still feel deflated. So maybe just like, let's get the 7 and not feel deflated.
I think that's a totally valid argument. If I had to guess, I think
he didn't do the subtraction.
Just being like another human. I think that was it was the 4th quarter of the game. Yeah. They had not moved the ball all night, and then suddenly in 2 plays they score a touchdown. You have 40 seconds to do it. You have 40 seconds to like think about that. And I think the field goal team was probably out there, and he thought about it, and was like, crap. and it
was
was too late at that point.
People were
That's
criticizing
my
him for
working
like a
theory.
4th and 3. It was like in between the 40s. And I will say, I'm not going to criticize him for that because I think if you look at their season all year long, they've sort of stumbled into a lucky play at some point. And I think he was like optimistic, like that's going to happen. Like at some point, our defense is going to make a play. You know what I mean? I think he was counting more on that.
That was the only way they were going to win that game is if they
Yeah,
played the field position game and let their defense win it.
Because they didn't have any answers on offense. It was like it's not like they could do anything well.
You pick
They
up the
couldn't do
fourth
anything
down.
well.
You pick up the fourth down. You still have to pick up like 2 more first downs to even get in field goal range, and you're not doing that.
No.
They just weren't doing that all night.
No, they had really no answers for it.
Yeah, I was really I was shocked.
I was
when
not.
when they came out of halftime and immediately had a 3 and out. That was kind of like, oh, okay, this game's over. If they had an extra long halftime to like figure out what they were going to do coming out of the half, and that's what they did, it's over. I
mean, it was 12-0, but it felt like long.
9,
but
it was 9-0.
At halftime. No, but I'm saying at some point it was 12-0, and it felt like a distance. But I was still like, come on, you got to attack Seattle because why make it like one play and they're back in it?
Yeah.
I
have some Super Bowl trivia for you. Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you know who the top 5 kickers and field goals made in a Super Bowl are? They're pretty.
This dude did it.
Yeah, with one. No, this is for a career in Super Bowls.
Vinatieri, of course.
Vinatieri is 3rd, tied for 3rd.
3rd.
Yeah. So he's in the top 5.
Okay. Who else?
I've mentioned 3 of them just recently talking about kickers. Myers with that one game, he's played in one Super Bowl. He's tied for 5th with 5. There's another Patriots kicker.
Gostkowski?
Gostkowski has 7. He's tied with Vinatieri. And
Nice.
then it's 2 kickers that faced off in 2 different Super Bowls against one another. Just recently.
Bucker.
Tied for 1st.
Butker?
Harrison Butker and Jake Elliott with 9.
Jake Elliott. Oh, Eagles.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, they scored a lot of points in some of these Super Bowls, the Eagles.
So everyone comes here for kicker trivia. I got some quarterback trivia too. So if you're not into that, less important position. Do you know the top 5 quarterbacks with the most career interceptions in a Super Bowl?
Is Jim Kelly up there?
Jim Kelly is tied for 2nd.
You love that.
It's a crazy list.
Is Tom Brady up there?
Tom Brady is tied for 5th with 6, one behind Jim Kelly.
Roethlisberger up there?
No.
Mahomes up there?
Mahomes is tied for 2nd with 7.
Sweet.
Tied with Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly and Patrick Mahomes both have 7.
Okay, so what numbers am I missing?
There's a big one. He's a Hall of Famer. He eventually won 2 Super Bowls, but he lost some spectacularly. Elway's the most. He had 8. And 4 Super Bowls, I think he started.
Wow.
And then these last 2 are older guys.
Favre?
No Favre. Last 2 are older guys. One played in the Super Bowl for 2 different teams.
Not Theismann.
No. It's kind of a deeper name. It's Craig Morton.
Oh.
He had 7.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Interesting thing about Craig Morton, he was the Cowboys starting quarterback when they lost to the Colts in Super Bowl 5, and then he was the Broncos starting quarterback when they lost to the Cowboys like 4 years later. So
darn it.
Pour one out for Craig Morton. And then the last one, he was Jim Kelly before Jim Kelly started 3 Super Bowls, lost all 3 within 4 or 5 years. Was for a long time the all-time leader in pretty much every stat.
Tarkenton?
Fran Tarkenton, yeah. He had 6.
Oof.
But that list.
That's not
Elway,
bad.
Kelly,
That's
Mahomes,
a great. It's not a bad
Brady,
list.
they played in a lot. And Brady played in like 4 more than any of those other guys. So it makes sense. And then last one, teams with the worst point differentials for their entire franchise history in the Super Bowl.
Oh, franchise history. The Chiefs got to be up there.
Chiefs are 5th because when they've lost, it's been.
Obviously, the Bills are up there.
Chiefs lost Super Bowl 1 by 25 points. They lost
Yeah.
Super Bowl 55 by 29 or
Should've
sorry,
been
22
more.
points by
Should've
22
been
points,
more.
and then they lost last year by 18 points.
Should have been way more.
And their wins have been relatively close.
Yeah.
And then the Bills are second.
And
The number one, when this team loses a Super Bowl, man, they go hard.
Atlanta, no. The Broncos.
The Broncos, the most
Yeah.
spectacular losses. Literally, they've lost Super Bowls by 17, 19, 32, 45,
Oof.
35. That's it.
Jesus, that's a lot of
Yeah.
points. That 35
That's a
is
lot of points.
Yikes.
Oh, they lost
yeah.
55-10.
Oh yeah. That was a bad one. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
And then, interestingly, the Patriots are fourth because the Patriots have now they've
played in
lost
so many.
They've lost more Super Bowls than any team other than the Steelers have won.
Wow.
And they've also won
yeah.
more than they played.
Did you see who they had
Crazy.
ringing the bell before the game? Malcolm Butler, the Patriots.
Oh, that's kind of another
Wow.
dig at Belichick.
Yeah, of course.
Because he Benched Butler. And
well,
that
I
Eagles
felt
Super
it
Bowl.
was Vrabel trying to bring up old scars again, like he likes to do.
I love it.
What a toxic
So good.
individual.
So
It's
good.
horrible.
Oh man, it's great. I love that. I love a good pettiness.
It didn't work out how they wanted. So, speaking of punters, Dixon was fantastic.
Oh, Dixon was incredible.
What
I
a
mean,
kick.
you could have made
Give him an MVP vote.
He had one kick where
He had 3 kicks that were just
it was like almost. He had one in particular though where it was like almost blocked, and like the way he was facing, it sent the returner to the punter's right, and then he kicked it to the opposite corner, and it went out of bounds at like the 2.
right out of incredible.
It was
incredible punt.
and it's
He
so
had
funny.
3 punts that if you're a punter, you have one of them, you had a great game.
Yeah,
And he had 3 of them like that.
it's so funny because like I don't know if it's the last episode or the episode before. I kind of went on a rant about how you like good special teams is invisible. I felt really good about it. I felt really good about it, and then it's the most and then in this game it's the most visible it's ever been and the most watched football game.
And they didn't need a great play by Shaheed or
Ever.
anything like that, you know.
No,
But
no.
can
Yeah,
I say
mean,
something?
yeah.
Can I say something about that too? Like one of the things I was thinking is like, I think with the Seahawks, like they were really the best team this year. Really,
Yeah.
like it's pretty decisive that they were the best team in the NFL.
The
And-
2 best teams by a lot were the Seahawks and the Rams, and we kind of knew that
Yeah,
in October.
and they
or
beat
November.
and these guys beat the Seahawks. I mean, these guys beat the Rams. But what I was going to say about them is like, I think like maybe something that's happening, and I feel like we see it with the NBA where it's like you're all 5 guys sort of got to be good. You can't have like a weakness on the field. I don't think it's that way in football because I think the quarterback can cover up a lot of stuff. But I think like Seattle, their weakness as a team is by far the least, I think, of any team in the league this year. Like they don't have anything really glaring. I think they
No.
had one thing, which was like, we need another receiver to stretch the field a little bit so JSN can work underneath. And then they got Shaheed at the trade deadline.
Did they even need that? I mean,
No, I think they needed. I really
JSN
think they needed it because
Yeah.
JSN was great, but teams were starting to, clamp
Did
down.
they have
And then
a-
what
I think-
happens if he gets hurt? He got hurt in the Super Bowl.
I want to say
And they
had
don't have a
Valdez
great
Scantling.
running.
I think they had Valdez Scantling at the beginning of the
No.
year to do that.
Did they?
I think they did.
But
I
like,
can't
what
remember.
a move! This was a great move. This dude played great, and he's
Oh.
played great.
Oh yeah, no, they
And
don't
like
win the
his
game against the
special-
Rams
yeah.
without him.
Yeah,
The one in the regular season, and if they don't win
Yeah.
that game, who knows? They
yeah.
had
and
a period.
he single-handedly on the open kickoff beat the 49ers.
Right.
So
They had a period in the middle of the season where they were turning the ball over a ton, and they lost that game to the Rams, and then they
Yeah.
nearly lost to Phillip Rivers, and then they nearly lost to the Rams, and from that point on, they were just better than everyone. Their last loss was that game against the Rams where they had a 60-yard field goal to win it at the end, and Darnold turned the ball over 5 times.
Yeah, and
So
you knew they were
it-
good if they're going down to the wire. with the Rams
Yeah.
with 5 turnovers.
Yeah, that was kind
know.
of an eye-opening moment. It's like, how
Yeah.
good must this team be
Oh, yeah.
if they?
Yeah.
Because you can't do that. You can't turn the ball over 5 times and win. Usually, it just doesn't.
And he
happen.
figured out how to like battle back from those bad games. Like even during the game, like he had a number of games where like first half horrible, second half got better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this was a game where he wasn't great, but he didn't suck. So
that first drive,
he doesn't have a ton
like
of those games.
Like I said, if his throws weren't perfect on that first drive, that's a totally different game because the Patriots were on those routes.
No, but I really
had
felt
those
like
picks.
this type of game, like I think even if he turned the ball over, I think they could be. I think they're just that much better than the Patriots. That's what I felt. Okay.
I think so too. Yeah.
Collinsworth said one thing that was good. He said a lot of things that I'm like, what are you doing? Same with Tirico. But he said one thing that it was like really good because like literally I said it and then he said it and it was that's why it was good. Of course,
maybe you should do his job.
Of course,
yeah.
When he talked about Walker, Walker had this run. I was like, wow, Le'Veon Bell. And then he said that was Le'Veon Bell. Like I was like,
I think everyone who has seen not to take away from your calling what the broadcaster was going to say.
Listen,
I think everyone who had seen Le'Veon play was saying that at that that run.
Yeah, on that run.
You're
I was
right.
Like
he stopped. Because some running backs do that. Nobody did it.
I'm like,
yeah, it is. No other running back was like that patient. It was almost like frustratingly patient, where he would just like take the ball and then stand there.
Are we not moving?
Yeah.
That was great.
Walker's
that
still
was good.
I mean, Kenneth Walker's been playing through like a foot injury for the last like 2 years, and he looks the healthiest I think I've seen him.
It was just good also to see a running back get the MVP. I was like, all right. I felt good about it.
And he had that.
Would you have given it to somebody else?
Because
Because I've heard people debating. Yeah, he had the holding on the holding call, but I've heard people debating like it should go to somebody else. I'm perfectly good with Walker. People were saying it should maybe go to Witherspoon or a defensive player, but it's just like which one? You know?
No, I
give it to the kicker.
Give it to the whole, give it to the
Witherspoon
whole.
is the one who he caused that fumble by May though too. He's affected the game. But I think this was good. I'm not. It's not something I would complain about.
Give it to the long snapper, punter, and kicker. Just that whole operation.
Special teams.
That's the MVP. Most valuable players. Hey, there's no one saying that the P is not plural. You know, it could be MVP
players.
It could be most valuable players.
I will say something good for the Patriots. Gonzalez is a good player. He had like 3 breakups that were fantastic.
This is a 45-0 game.
I got up and clapped for this guy a few times. I was like, oh, what a play. That was a heck of a play. He's a good player. And yes, Darnold missed one of the throws to JSN that could have been a touchdown. It was a little behind.
It was a broken play. And JSN just did the smart thing and just ran where no one was. Is that
that one? But no. I'm talking about in the end zone where Gonzalez broke it up.
Oh yeah, he underthrew it a little bit. Yeah.
But
still a great play.
I mean, Gonzalez fantastic plays
against.
So see, look, we're not like listen. I brag on the Patriots, but I'm also giving them credit. Gonzalez is good. I'm not hitting on May.
Champions.
People are just like, railing against May, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you can't. He's not Mahomes that he came out there and had that kind of a game. Like, it's really unfair. It's his second year. Like, relax, people. And I'm just going to say it right now. I don't know that they're making the playoffs next year.
He had Will Campbell in his lap the entire game.
He had the guard in his lap, too.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. But I think it's more he had a bad postseason. He was bad in all.
Yeah, and this was the only team that had a quarterback that wasn't like totally ineffective. So it is what it was. This is what we said on the podcast last week.
Yeah, that's why I picked the Seahawks 29-13.
Oh, I can't. You see why I was so beside myself when you were like Patriots?
Again, I think
it's bad.
I think
okay.
We have to go back a little.
Watch. So did you actually watch the American halftime show?
No.
Okay.
Did you?
No. Well, I did,
okay.
Yeah, which is the regular halftime show.
What are we going to talk about then?
Well, I just want to. I felt like, I felt like here's the thing, like in terms of halftime, it's like such a hard thing to do because it's live and it's hard to get the sound good. You have the sound in the stadium and you also have the sound that's on the broadcast.
And you have to set
when
it
you're
up in 3
well,
minutes.
yes, and you're actually performing it live. He's not lip syncing. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to do well, and you've seen great musicians really struggle with that whole thing. And I just thought Bad Bunny did a really great job.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I
Did
thought
you
it
know
was great. It was like
you know,
you
like
felt good watching it, and like personally, as someone like seeing it, like I appreciated the sets. I appreciated how it felt intimate. I felt like you're walking through the streets of Puerto Rico. I felt like you're getting like he did a great job of representing his culture. Like I felt like you're getting a lot of the culture through it, from the coconuts to the sugar cane to the playing dominoes to the little boy who he gave a Grammy to. Like there was so much really
it was like
good
it was like
stuff.
understated in a cool way too, where like it wasn't
So classy.
people you knew. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't just like cameos every 5 seconds.
But like
not like the commercials, which are just cameos now.
yeah, ridiculous. And it was really, I think, so well paced, so classy. Like his messaging was on point. Like it was such a positive thing. Like I felt like it felt joyous. I don't even know his music that well. I know like a couple songs, but like I saw clips later online of like friends who went to places in New York and stuff like that, and the whole audience is like singing with him. So it's like it's great.
The best description I heard someone have was it had a good message without being preachy, and that's an incredibly difficult line.
Oh yeah,
to get
I mean
right.
he hit the point. Like it was so good. It felt warm. It felt classy. Like I think he did it where he's above the conversation that some like people are trying to have about it. So I think that was really, to me, that was one of the best halftime shows.
It was cool. Did you
was really
the thing they had like the like
also
bushes.
Ricky Martin looks so young still.
He does,
This is what happens when you're rich. You just
I have a fun Ricky Martin story, and then you're gonna get kicked out of that room. But you know the bushes that they like made the maze out of?
People.
Those were people in suits, which is genius because that's a much easier way to get that set out there. Is just to give it legs, you know?
No, because you're only allowed 25 carts. Do you know this? You're only allowed to bring stuff on to the field. The maximum amount of carts you're allowed is 25 carts. So
is that
how are we
like a tunnel limitation, or is that a field limitation?
It's a limitation because they don't want to ruin the field.
Sure.
So there's these special carts, and you're only allowed to bring on 25. And this is how they figured it out.
Cool.
I watched the whole thing on the producing of the thing. It was really pretty cool. Also, we should shout out, I think, Drew Esikoff, who's the director for Sunday Night Football, and so he directed the thing. But he used to teach a class at Newhouse.
This whole episode is turning to an ad for the SI Newhouse School of Public Communications.
It's not good. Well, it's a great school, but I mean, we don't.
What are you talking about?
We're not trying. It's a great school. I love it. Newhouse.
And instead of most ads where they pay me, I paid them an insane amount of money.
This is exactly what I was going to say.
Right. Ricky Martin.
What's your Ricky Martin story?
So sometimes my phone will.
Oh no.
Colleen will be listening to something on her AirPods, and my phone will just be like, "Do you want to connect to her to these AirPods?" They'll like come up and ask me, and I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so like I tried to I this happened one night, and I was like, I'm gonna play a song for her, and I was like, I've done this before, and I'll usually do like that like Vangabus song that's like. Okay. That was like the Six Flags song, you know. I would do that one a lot, but I was like, no, I gotta change it up. So I did. I did "Live in La Vida Loca," and that song just like starts. So she's just like watching like a television show or something, and then all of a sudden, like the television show like fades out, and then it's like, because that song just like dives right in
0 to 100 real fast.
Anyway, if someone in your household has AirPods and they connect to your device, I highly recommend just throwing "Livin' La Vida Loca" on and blessing them with that. It's the new Rickroll.
And
No one's consenting to anything.
Yeah. It was good. And he also, I mean, said the name of every country. He was like, he also said, God bless America.
Did he? So I'm a little bit
And
of
Canada, he said
I'm a
the
little
name
bit of a
every
geography
country in North America, South America, and Central America.
Did he get all of the islands?
Okay. I don't know. I'll have to go back
did
and
he
listen.
did he say Trinidad and Tobago? Did he say I listened to it once.
Trinidad is
I listened
Caribbean.
to it once. That's North America.
Is it? To the Caribbean, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's St. Lucia. There's I think I heard Antigua and Barbuda. There's Barbados. There's St. Kitts and Nevis. There are a lot of countries, and it didn't feel long enough. I only watched it once, though. I did want to go back and check.
People
that.
don't know. Derek had a YouTube channel. It was all about island nations. So he's
not island nations.
What was it?
It was about.
It was about island nations.
It was about micronations.
Oh, micronations
are
very similar.
A very silly thing that exists.
So if you think that this is an act, he's really into this.
No, I know. Because yeah, there are I think like 35 countries between North and South America, and it just didn't feel like there was enough time spent there.
We understand.
And that's why. That's why the real American halftime show was with Kid Rock, who I doubt can name
trashy.
How many countries do you think Kid Rock can name?
Oh my goodness! Can you just see the comparison between the shows? Like, I would be so embarrassed watching the other show. Honestly, what a load of trash.
It's a good thing no one did.
People watched it. There's like to get a couple million people watching it. Also, there's like a do you call it a meme or just a photo of a lady at the Super Bowl watching the other game? Like, come on, lady. You paid for tickets to the Super Bowl. You're already funding this thing.
I mean, yeah, they say they got like a certain number of views on YouTube. You can fake that.
Really?
Yeah, you can have like bots watching it and commenting on it. I'm not saying that's what happened. This is not even an allegation, but like,
that's wild.
It could happen.
Anyways, I don't want to give that other show time. This was great. He was so good. He was like
really great,
such above the conversation. It was really very impressive. And I'm not I wasn't like a fan, but like I just thought he did such a good job.
I thought Kendrick Lamar was great last year.
Kendrick was fantastic last year.
And it was right, maybe better, about the same. Like it was really quality stuff.
I think this was better. I feel like
I think so too.
Just the conversation, like how he did it, the conversation, the cultural elements of the thing. I really felt like a real joyous celebration.
Yeah,
like
the
it was
falling
so
through
positive.
the house was cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool little thing they did there.
I love the vintage truck also.
The truck, yeah, that was awesome.
That's a pretty.
And it was cool that like it was a really good use of space. Like you didn't. It felt bigger. It felt way bigger
intimate
than it was.
Yeah, but it also felt like intimate. Like when they started it off, and like you're in the set, and then you get to the stadium. Like it was good,
it felt
and
big
it was vibrant,
and small,
and people were dancing. Yeah,
it felt like a huge set, but it felt like close. Yeah, intimate's a good word. It felt cozy.
He just hit like all of the right temperatures.
He's great. Like
I don't aspects. It was.
I don't listen
really
to his
good.
music very much, but he's been on SNL a few times. He's hosted. He's been a musical guest, and whenever he's a musical guest, he also will be in a sketch or two. And his comedic timing is, and he is so funny. He's a lot. He's a lot of fun.
The only thing is like I need to learn more Spanish or something. And I do understand if people are like, it would be nice if they had some translation on the
Honestly,
thing. I get it. I get that.
Listening to his music would be a good way to learn Spanish. Also, I don't like that criticism at all because the language is music, and the language
is music. Yeah.
You of all people should relate to that. Like you know what he's singing about.
Yeah,
you know?
You get the message.
So
you get the message. It was great.
Good stuff. 5 stars. We're gonna take the bold stance.
That's one of the best. That was one.
We're
of the
gonna
best
be the dude standing up in the crowd meme of. I think the Bad Bunny halftime show was good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, where can people find you? Also, we're season's over. We are gonna keep doing shows though. I think.
I think more.
You and I are gonna talk some more.
We may have more fun now that the season's over.
Yeah, we'll see if it's every week. Well, it may be, and I'll talk to some other people, and I'll put out episodes. It's Derek likes sports. It's not Derek likes football. We're gonna get you into baseball.
Oh,
Maybe we'll talk about the
no,
Olympics.
Don't do that to me, man. Yeah, Olympics.
We'll
I
talk
could do the
about
Olympics.
stuff.
You don't want to talk
Yeah.
about the dude who I just sent.
Oh, well, we're out
sent
of time.
Derek like an hour ago.
We're out
yeah,
of
let's
time.
not ruin the Super Bowl episode with this.
Yeah. No, we're out of time. You were trying to do another Brandon Whedon-esque take.
No, can you
which
just
will
tell
live
me
in
what your
infamy
what was
as
honestly, it was a solid take. My take was just that the
Local man
that the Browns
likes his own
stink so
take.
bad. The
I know what
Browns
your take
are
is.
not worthy.
I listened to you say it once, and then I edited the show, which I usually listen to it once
What
or
was
twice.
my
And then, so I've heard you say this like 3 times.
Okay, but
it
I
never
had a
got
take
better.
this
It
weekend
never got better.
that you're like, I think this is your best take ever. And I feel like you should screenshot it and just put our conversation up right here.
Okay, and that's how we end the show.
It's a good take. It's an observation I've had multiple times.
Comment below if you agree. Maybe I'll show up to the next episode.
It's a take I've had multiple times.
Like look at that. It's like
I've noticed it at the gym and I noticed it at Starbucks and it was screaming at me. And then I was like, I got to
It's a great
share
take.
it.
I'm into it. This is a weird way of us to deliver it, but maybe we'll talk more about it if
we'll talk about more about
comes
it in
up.
the off season.
All right. Well,
all right.
Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm gonna continue trying to dodge whatever stomach illness was being batted around my house. So back to the full-time job of that.
Good luck. Good luck to you.
Thank
Keep
you.
me posted. Hopefully the kids
All right.
get all better soon.
Oh, they're fine.
Fennel water.
They're fine. Elliot had to stay home from school today, and he was just beating the shit out of me. like they're
he's saving the
he's going back
vomiting
tomorrow.
for school.
No, he's going back tomorrow for sure.
Teacher's gonna be like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, no, you're taking him. You're taking him. Sorry, he needs this. I need this as much as he does. He needs it as much as I do. Anyway, all right. Well, I guess that's the end.
That's the end.